Hello everybody and welcome. We are going to do syncing contacts inside MyConnect today. To sync contacts, you will need to have a intermediate exchange email inbox. So if you're a forward-only user, you will not be able to take advantage of this until you have set up an inbox. If you need to do that, contact your AC or support at bhhsdrysdale.com and we'll get you set up. The two places we'll be spending our time will be inside Intermedia, our mail provider, as well as MyConnect. Now, we're going to start in MyConnect, and I'm going to bounce back inside Intermedia to show you where you go to get certain information. So I'm just going to sign in, and the next step that we take is we go inside our profile, and that's where we set up syncing. So I'm going to click on the top right up here, go to Profile, let that load, and then if we scroll down, there's lots of different fields inside here, and we're going to go to Synchronize With. Now yours is going to say nothing, and this will all go away. So if I choose this, so this is how it looks with nothing turned on. Now I'm going to choose Exchange, and I cleared out everything. I don't need to panic because I know what I'm doing here. The next step is I need to choose the server. There's only one option for you right now. It's really easy. And then account and password. Now, I already know my password. I entered that just now. My account is not my email address. It's not the first part of my email address. It's something a little more, let's say, cryptic, specific. And to get that, that's where we go into Intermedia. So inside Intermedia, if you've never been here before, I type exchange.intermedia.net, and that'll take me right where I'm looking at right now. And I click, you might not have to do this, but since I go here a lot, I have to have for admins, but you're going to hit for users. And then webmail is already selected, and that's where you would go just to check your mail. Right? It takes you to the mobile version of Outlook. What we're going to be doing is we're going to click on My Services so we can get that account that we need. So I'm going to click My Services, log in. If you've never been in here before, it might ask you if you want to set up a recovery or an alternative email. I have not had that set up, so I'm going to hit Ask Me Later. I don't feel like doing that now. And then to get the account information, I'm going to click on Active Sync with this little red phone icon. And then what it's going to do is it's going to pull up all my information that I would ever need possibly to set up on my phone or, for example, syncing our email. This actually helps you with your phone setup also because you might be prompted for the domain name and you might be prompted for the server name. And then this username is what we want here to set up sync. So I'm just going to right click and copy after I selected it. So you notice here joe.manning _ capital B HHS Drys DRYS. Some people it's different. It's all character based. So if my name was shorter, I'd probably see Drysdale. It really depends on the spelling and length of your name. So you can't just guess this. I mean, you could, but it's easier just to go in here and copy it and select it. And that's what we do on the tech side, is we just make sure we just get it right from here. So I'm clicking back into this MyConnect tab. I'm going to paste in joe.manning. I noticed I pasted it with some spacing here. I might have copied it that way. I'm just going to make sure there's no spaces there, and we're good, right? So it doesn't look like there's a big space before my information. Another setting that you can turn on is turning on auto sync, so that every time you open MyConnect or refresh MyConnect homepage, it'll initialize a sync. I don't do that myself because I'm not continuously adding contacts to be in here. And there's a way to just manually hit a button and request it to sync every time. So I'm going to hit save and close. And once that's done, the record's saved. It'll tell you that it's syncing. If you had auto sync on, it's going to prompt you and say it's starting to sync. It will take a minute. If you have manual, you'll have to go inside your profile, and there's this sync button right here. Sync is in progress. You may continue working and will be alerted when sync is complete. So you can keep working after you do that, and you could be, I don't know, in the document center, and it'll let you know Oh, there it is. Sync successful. Well, that's great because I didn't sync anything. I didn't make anything new. All my contacts are already synced up as is. But I have all these contacts inside here, and they were contacts that I synced over. So I didn't just add these one by one. They were, tests, and as well as just additional contacts I might have inside, and some dummy ones, lots of goofy contacts in there. And so, in theory, to make sure this works, I'm going to open up Outlook, or I guess I could do my phone, but since we're screen sharing on this computer, I'm going to use Outlook, and I'm going to add a contact there. Another way, since we're here, I could actually go back here to this intermediate screen and go into my mail. Once I'm in here, I can hit this little link and say log into Outlook Web Access. This is the quickest way to jump in your mailbox if you're already in the My Services section, or you can just back out and go to exchange.intermedia.net and just click on the mailbox. But I'm going to click on log into Outlook Web Access. And once I'm in here, I'm going to go to my contacts. So top left, mail, calendar, people. I'm going to go to people. And all the contacts here are the contacts that I have inside here. Let's see if it's sorted by first name. Aaron. And if you don't have enough information, it won't sync as well. So let's make a new one. New. And this will be Joey Cupcakes. Email is Joey Cupcakes at goofyemail.com. Phone number 925-678-309. I'm going to hit save. Now essentially, that should all I need to do right there is just that, and then if I had auto sync on, the next time I hit the logo at the top or logged in, I would then see them inside here. But since I'm on manual mode, I do need to hit sync and start that process there. So I got this message, sync is in progress. I hit OK. Sync successful. I have a feeling it loaded it after I went in here, so I'm going to hit refresh. This will be your best friend here if you're doing tests like me. And so you're going to hit refresh, and it should change. Let's see here. Did I do it? Come on, refresh. There it is. I don't know if you saw what I did there. I just clicked on all leads and back to all contacts. It seemed like there was a little bit of lag there. But there's Joey Cupcakes at Goofy Email. And that's it. I've synced. Now let's talk about some of the advantages of this and some of the disadvantages. I am only able to sync with my Drysdale account, but I could always use this as a way to get more contacts from other email platforms. So if I was in my Outlook account and I have more than one email in here, so I got my Drysdale, and maybe I have my Gmail, and then I go into my contacts here, I could then drag my Gmail stuff into my Drysdale, and then they would automatically be synced in here. So this isn't necessarily something you have to use from now on, but it's a great way to offset those business contacts, those clients that you have kind of commingling with your personal email account that you've been using for years, and you want to get them into the MyConnect system. So if I had a Gmail in here, I could, and I saw my Gmail contacts, I could just drag it and then put it into, like for example, this Drysdale support. But if I had a contact in Drysdale support, let's actually do that. So I have a contact in Drysdale support, and it's going to be Joseph Cupcakes. I can't spell. Can I spell? And Joseph at SeriousEmailDomain.com. Then 925-555-5555. Now, what we're doing right now in this demonstration is pretending that this is my list of Gmail contacts, okay? Joseph Cupcakes does not exist inside this list, the Drysdale one. but I'm going to just drag them inside here. So I clicked, I held, you can see my cursor now has a little box around it with the arrow. I'm going to drag it over here on top of this account, the Drysdale account. And look, it disappeared. And now it's in here, Joseph Cupcakes. So now when I go to sync again, I have essentially moved some of those Gmail ones into my Exchange, into MyConnect. Joseph Cupcakes. See, that time the refresh button worked. This is sometimes you gotta, I don't know, hit it a couple times, click out, might have to refresh. But there it is. So there's a lot of advantage of this, and knowing, understanding the disadvantage and the workaround will really help you get contacts in here. Let's say you have, you're using another CRM and they give you this really cryptic export, this spreadsheet of contacts, and you don't know how to do it. You could probably import them into your Outlook here and get them into your Outlook contacts, or you could even get them into your Gmail contacts. Just use whatever's easiest, and then we can get it into our system and we can help you with that. So contact support at bhhsdrysdale.com and we can help you with that. And that's contact syncing. And that's all I have for you right now, and we'll be back with more soon. Thank you.